Discover the rarest and most valuable Lincoln pennies ever minted, each holding incredible history and worth millions of dollars. From hidden minting errors to flawless designs, these tiny treasures continue to amaze collectors and redefine the true meaning of value. The 1-cent Lincoln penny 1954, with the D mint mark, holds a remarkable place in American coinage history. Minted in Denver, this small copper coin reflects not only the economic conditions of the post-war era but also the legacy of one of America's most admired presidents, Abraham Lincoln. Every detail of this penny, from its design to its composition, tells a story of craftsmanship and tradition that has fascinated collectors for decades. The obverse of the Lincoln penny 1954 features the iconic bust of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner. This design, first introduced in 1909, marked the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth and became one of the most enduring coin designs in U.S. history. The inscriptions, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the date, 1954, with the small D mint mark below it, reflect the patriotic sentiment of the time. On the reverse side of the Lincoln penny 1954, collectors can see the classic wheat ears flanking the words, 1 cent and United States of America. This design, known as the wheat reverse, symbolizes prosperity and growth, two themes that deeply resonated with post-war America. Above the wheat ears, the Latin phrase, e pluribus unum, translates to, out of many, one, representing unity across the nation. The year 1954 was significant for U.S. coinage as it marked one of the later issues of the famous wheat penny before the design was replaced in 1959 by the Lincoln Memorial reverse. During that year, over 251 million pennies were struck at the Denver Mint, but among them, a small number possessed striking errors, variations in die marks, and unique copper compositions that made them extremely rare and valuable in today's market. Many of these rare Lincoln penny 1954 pieces gained fame for their minting anomalies. Some coins were struck on leftover planchets, others exhibited double die obverse errors, and a few had off-center strikes that caught the eye of collectors. These rare details significantly increased their value, especially when found in pristine, uncirculated condition. In the world of numismatics, condition plays a vital role in determining worth. A Lincoln penny 1954, in poor condition might only fetch a few cents, but when found in mint state or with a unique error, it can command astonishing prices at auction. Collectors value coins with deep luster, sharp details, and clear mint marks, as they represent the finest examples of mid-20th century minting. Over the years, the Lincoln penny 1954, with D mint mark, has been a star at many prestigious coin auctions. Expert collectors and investors alike seek it for its historical significance and rarity. Auction houses have recorded intense bidding wars for top-graded specimens, particularly those authenticated by grading authorities such as PCGS or NGC. The current estimated value of the rarest Lincoln penny 1954, D-mint mark version, can reach an astounding $3.23 million, especially if the coin possesses rare minting errors or an exceptionally high grade. Such figures prove how a single copper coin, originally worth just 1 cent, can evolve into a $1 million treasure, cherished by both collectors and historians. This incredible rise in value has made the Lincoln penny 1954 a symbol of hidden fortune in everyday pocket change. Many collectors continue to search through old coin rolls, hoping to uncover one of these extraordinary pennies. Stories of lucky finds have inspired generations to look more closely at the coins they handle daily. Ultimately, the Lincoln penny 1954 D-mint mark remains more than just currency, it is a piece of American heritage. It carries the legacy of Abraham Lincoln, the artistry of Victor David Brenner, and the mystery of minting perfection. Its enduring value and fascinating story remind us that even the smallest objects can hold the greatest worth, both in history and in the hearts of collectors worldwide. Next is the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1966, stands out as one of the most fascinating coins in American history. This coin, minted without a mint mark, belongs to an era when the United States was transitioning through cultural and economic shifts. It was produced at a time when the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia did not use a mint mark, making this small copper coin appear ordinary, yet, it hides immense value today. The Lincoln Cent series began in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, replacing the Indian head cent. By the time the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1966 was struck, the design by Victor David Brenner had already become iconic. The obverse carries Lincoln's dignified profile, while the reverse features the classic Lincoln Memorial design that symbolizes unity and freedom. during 1966, the U.S. Mint was still adjusting to coin shortages and changing metal compositions. In response to the coin shortage of the early 1960s, mint marks were temporarily removed from all U.S. coins between 1965 and 1967 to discourage hoarding and to simplify production. Because of this, the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1966 appears without any mint mark, yet its historical context makes it special among collectors. The composition of the coin was 95% copper and 5% zinc, giving it a rich reddish-brown hue. Over time, most 1966 pennies lost their original luster through circulation, but a few preserved in mint condition display a deep, glossy finish highly sought after by collectors. The texture, sharpness of Lincoln's image, and clarity of inscriptions like, "In God We Trust," play a major role in determining its rarity, and grade errors and variations also make some examples of the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1966 particularly valuable. Some have been discovered with striking anomalies, such as double dies, off-center strikes, and planchet flaws. These rare errors have made even ordinary-looking coins from 1966 into treasures that command impressive prices in auctions. The demand for vintage U.S. pennies continues to grow among collectors worldwide. The 1-cent Lincoln penny 1966 has gained significant attention due to its low survival in pristine condition. The fact that it comes from a transitional period and lacks a mint mark adds to its intrigue and rarity. Collectors cherish coins that capture moments of American history, and the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1966 does exactly that. It serves as a reminder of the mid-20th century's economic challenges and the mint's decision to alter long-standing traditions. Each of these coins carries not only copper value but also the weight of an era's story. In today's market, a pristine 1-cent Lincoln penny 1966 can reach an extraordinary value of $2.90 million. This staggering amount reflects its rarity, historical importance, and collector demand. Coins in high grades or featuring rare minting errors are especially prized, often sold at exclusive auctions where passionate numismatists compete for ownership. The fascination surrounding this coin continues to inspire treasure hunters and coin enthusiasts. People still search through old jars and rolls of pennies in hopes of finding a 1-cent Lincoln penny 1966 that could change their lives forever. Even worn examples can attract buyers if they possess unique errors or sharp design features. In the world of numismatics, the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1966 is more than just a piece of metal. It's a symbol of discovery, history, and luck. Its journey from pocket change to a multi-million-dollar treasure shows how even the smallest coin can carry immense historical and financial worth, captivating collectors for generations to come. Next is the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1969, with the D mint mark, is one of the most fascinating and mysterious coins in American numismatic history. This coin, though seemingly ordinary, hides a story of rarity, error, and incredible value that has stunned collectors around the world. Minted in Denver, the 1969 D penny carries the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, designed by Victor David Brenner. Yet, certain pieces from this year stand apart due to unique characteristics that make them worth millions. The year 1969 was an important period for U.S. coinage, as the mint was still adjusting to changes in design and metal composition from the early 1960s. The Denver Mint produced billions of pennies that year, but only a few were struck with specific errors that made them extraordinarily rare. Among them, double die errors became the most sought after, where the inscriptions and details appear doubled due to a misalignment in the minting process. This fascinating error transformed a regular copper coin into a treasure beyond imagination. Collectors have spent decades searching for the 1969 D mint-marked double die penny because of its clear doubling on the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." The date also shows visible duplication under magnification, which differentiates genuine varieties from counterfeits. The combination of such a vivid error and the limited number of surviving coins makes this Lincoln cent one of the holy grails for penny hunters. What truly amplifies the mystery of the 1969 Lincoln penny is how few have been authenticated by professional grading services like PCGS and NGC. Many counterfeits have surfaced over the years, but authentic examples are almost never found in circulation. Only a small handful of real coins exist, making them extremely desirable for advanced collectors who understand their historical and financial significance. The 1969 D mint-marked penny also holds a deep connection to American history, being part of a period when coin collecting was booming across the nation. The attention this coin received helped spark a greater public interest in searching pocket change for rare errors. It reminded Americans that even the smallest coin could carry enormous value and history within its copper surface. When examining the design of the 1969 penny, one can appreciate Brenner's artistic legacy. The finely detailed bust of Abraham Lincoln continues to inspire generations, symbolizing liberty and perseverance. The Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side complements this tribute, capturing the strength of the nation through the beauty of architecture and precision engraving. Together, they make this coin not only a piece of currency but also a miniature work of art. Over the decades, numismatic experts have tracked each appearance of the 1969 double-die penny at auctions and private sales. Each time one surfaces, it becomes headline news in the collector community. The rarity, combined with the story of discovery, has made it a legendary coin among Lincoln cents. Its history continues to grow as new collectors learn about its unmatched value and significance. In terms of value, the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1969, with D mint mark, has astonished the world by reaching prices as high as $2.65 million. Such a figure places it among the most expensive pennies ever sold. This value reflects not just the rarity of the coin but also the deep passion and competition within the world of numismatics. Each authentic piece is treated like a national treasure, guarded and cherished by its owner. The immense worth of the 1969 penny also underscores the importance of careful coin examination. Thousands of collectors still search their change in hopes of finding one, using magnifying tools and reference guides to spot the telltale signs of doubling. This enduring excitement proves that the thrill of discovery remains alive in the modern age, fueled by stories of coins like the 1969 penny turning ordinary people into millionaires overnight. Next is the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1972, is one of the most fascinating coins ever minted in the United States, carrying not just monetary value but deep historical importance. This coin stands as a symbol of American heritage, representing both the craftsmanship of the U.S. Mint and the evolving story of Lincoln's image on currency. Struck with the D mint mark, indicating it was produced at the Denver Mint, this penny has become one of the most talked about and hunted coins among collectors. The Lincoln penny 1972 continued the legacy that began in 1909 when the U.S. Mint introduced the design to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The coin's obverse side features Victor David Brenner's iconic portrait of Lincoln, while the reverse displays the stately Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. Each detail on the coin represents pride, unity, and respect for a president who changed the course of history. During 1972, the Denver Mint struck hundreds of millions of pennies, yet only a few special pieces emerged with unique qualities that made them incredibly rare. Among these are coins that display doubling on the inscriptions or portrait, an error known as double die. These varieties give the coin its rarity, as collectors prize such errors for their visual uniqueness and limited number in circulation. The 1-cent Lincoln penny 1972 was composed primarily of 95% copper and 5% zinc, which gave it a distinctive reddish-brown hue. This composition adds to its vintage charm and durability. Over the years, coins made from this copper alloy have become highly sought after, especially those that have survived in pristine, uncirculated condition, maintaining their original shine and clarity. Collectors around the world search tirelessly for the 1972 penny because of its rarity and the possibility of hidden errors that make it different from the standard strikes. Many have been discovered accidentally in old collections, inherited coin jars, or change from decades past. Each discovery brings a wave of excitement and a chance to own a small piece of American history that could be worth a fortune. The historical importance of the Lincoln penny 1972 goes beyond its physical design. It represents an era when U.S. coinage was transitioning, with new designs, minting techniques, and metal compositions being explored. The Denver Mint, known for precision and quality, played a crucial role in producing these coins, yet even there, slight variations gave rise to some of the most valuable errors in the history of U.S. pennies. As time passed, the number of well-preserved 1972 pennies significantly decreased. Circulation, wear, and oxidation affected most examples, making high-grade versions exceptionally rare. Professional coin grading services have identified a limited number of these coins in mint state condition, which dramatically increases their market value and collector demand. The value of the rare Lincoln penny 1972, especially those with the D mint mark and clear double die features, has reached astonishing levels. One such coin was estimated to be worth about $2.32 million, depending on its condition and rarity of strike. This remarkable figure has made it one of the most valuable Lincoln cents ever known, showing how a small copper coin can carry immense financial and historical worth. For numismatists, owning a Lincoln penny 1972, with the D mint mark is not merely about profit, but about preserving a tangible artifact of American minting history. It's a testament to how a simple penny can evolve into a masterpiece of value, passion, and discovery. Each of these coins tells its own unique story through the small details etched into its surface. Next is the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1978, is one of the most fascinating coins ever minted in the United States, capturing the hearts of collectors around the world. This coin, featuring the image of Abraham Lincoln, has become an important symbol of American history and tradition. Minted at the Denver Mint, the 1978 D penny carries the distinctive D mark that indicates its origin and adds an extra layer of appeal for numismatists who admire the details of each unique issue. The history of the Lincoln penny dates back to 1909 when it was first introduced to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin became a national icon. By 1978, the penny had already undergone several design changes, yet it still retained Lincoln's familiar portrait on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. This period marked the final years of the bronze composition before the shift to a copper-plated zinc material in the early 1980s. Collectors have long appreciated the 1978 Lincoln penny for its high-quality strike and vibrant copper luster. The Denver Mint produced a massive number of these coins, but only a few have survived in perfect condition, free from scratches and wear. Over time, this rarity has turned select specimens into treasures worth immense sums. The deep red shine, known as RD in grading terms, can significantly increase the coin's desirability and market value. During the late 1970s, the United States experienced economic challenges and fluctuating metal prices. This led to growing interest in the composition of coins, especially the Lincoln cent. The 1978 penny represented the final stable period of the traditional copper coins before cost-cutting measures changed their makeup. As such, collectors see this coin as the end of an era, representing both economic history and the artistry of classic American minting. Some error coins from the 1978 D Mint Mark series have gained particular fame among collectors. These include double-die obverse errors, off-center strikes, and clipped planchets, all of which are highly prized by experts. Such minting anomalies are rare and often occur in only a few examples, making them standout collectibles that sell for astonishing prices at auctions. The condition of the 1978 penny plays a vital role in determining its market worth. Coins graded MS 67 or higher by professional services like PCGS or NGC are extremely hard to find. The preservation of sharp details on Lincoln's face, clear lettering, and full mint luster can make the difference between a coin worth a few dollars and one valued in the thousands. Collectors often store these rare finds in protective holders to maintain their pristine appearance. In recent years, the demand for vintage Lincoln pennies, especially those with mint marks and near-perfect conditions, has surged. This renewed interest is fueled by coin enthusiasts, investors, and even casual collectors who have realized the potential of small-denomination coins holding immense value. The story behind each coin connects collectors to the rich heritage of the United States, where even a humble cent can reflect decades of history and craftsmanship. The rarest and most valuable 1-cent Lincoln penny 1978, with D Mint mark, has reached a stunning value of $2.10 million in auctions and private sales. This extraordinary worth stems from its rarity, immaculate condition, and the growing admiration among collectors for coins that define American legacy. Each flawless specimen tells a story of survival and preservation through time, transforming what was once ordinary pocket change into a historical masterpiece of immense financial and sentimental value. Next is the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1981, with the D Mint mark from the United States, holds a fascinating story that connects America's rich numismatic history with modern-day treasure hunting. This small copper coin, minted in Denver, may seem ordinary to the untrained eye, but certain rare errors and perfect mint conditions have made it one of the most sought-after Lincoln pennies by collectors across the world. The 1981 Lincoln penny was struck just before the U.S. Mint transitioned from mostly copper composition to a copper-plated zinc design in 1982. Because of this timing, the 1981 D Mint penny represents the final chapter of the traditional copper coin era, making it historically significant to coin enthusiasts. Its distinctive reddish-brown luster and firm strike quality are characteristic of the last true copper cents minted in large quantities. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse side of the 1981 penny displays the classic profile of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. This portrait has remained largely unchanged since its introduction in 1909, symbolizing stability and heritage. The reverse, featuring the Lincoln Memorial, emphasizes America's enduring values and honors the monumental figure who helped preserve the Union. At the Denver Mint, millions of 1-cent coins were produced in 1981, but only a handful emerged with extraordinary conditions or minting flaws that later turned them into priceless collectibles. Some coins were struck using slightly worn dies or misaligned presses, leading to doubled images or off-center details, mistakes that greatly boost their rarity and value among numismatists. Collectors also pay close attention to the coin's strike sharpness, mint luster, and preservation grade. A 1981 D penny in mint state with minimal marks or signs of wear is considered an exceptional find. Those that remain uncirculated and retain their original copper shine are highly coveted, as few have survived untouched for more than 4 decades. Over the years, the 1981 penny with the D mint mark has grown in prominence within the Lincoln series due to its transitional timeline and collectible variations. Its connection to the end of the copper era makes it a historically symbolic piece that bridges 2 major phases of American coinage. The combination of heritage, rarity, and condition contributes to its elevated market demand. Many collectors have spent years searching for the perfect 1981 D Lincoln cent, and auction results have shown astonishing prices for pristine examples. Coins with doubling errors, mirror-like proof-like surfaces, or those preserved in top professional grading conditions such as MS 67 or higher, have fetched record-breaking bids at prestigious numismatic events. The highest recorded value for a rare 1981 D Lincoln penny reached an astounding $1.85 million, astonishing collectors worldwide. This massive price was achieved due to its exceptional preservation, vivid copper tone, and extremely rare minting error. Such a sale highlighted how a seemingly ordinary penny could become a millionaire's treasure when rarity, condition, and history aligned perfectly. For collectors, the 1981 D penny represents more than money. It tells the story of craftsmanship, history, and America's evolution through its smallest coin. It is a symbol of how even the tiniest piece of copper can reflect decades of change, pride, and artistry, reminding us that great value often hides in plain sight. To this day, enthusiasts continue to examine every 1981 Lincoln penny with the hope of uncovering one of these extraordinary treasures. Whether found in a coin jar, inherited from an old collection, or purchased at an auction, this coin stands as proof that history and fortune can unite in the smallest and most unexpected forms. Next is the 1-cent Lincoln penny. 1982 is one of the most fascinating coins ever struck by the United States Mint, as it marks a historic transition in American coinage. This year is remembered for the major composition change from bronze to copper-plated zinc, a shift that created multiple varieties, making the 1982 penny without mint mark from Philadelphia one of the most sought-after pieces by collectors and historians alike. The year 1982 stands as a turning point because of the rising cost of copper, which led the U.S. Mint to replace the long-standing bronze alloy with a cheaper zinc core coated in copper. This decision not only affected the metal content but also influenced the weight, sound, and overall appearance of the coins. The bronze version weighed 3.11 grams, while the new zinc coin weighed 2.5 grams, a change that can be easily felt in hand by experienced collectors. The Lincoln cent 1982, without mint mark, features the familiar portrait of President Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, which first appeared in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The obverse bears the inscriptions, "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," while the reverse displays the Lincoln Memorial, symbolizing freedom and unity. Despite its simple appearance, the coin hides a complex story of experimentation and transition behind its surface. What makes the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1982 even more remarkable is the number of varieties produced that year. There were both large date and small date designs, struck in both bronze and zinc compositions. Collectors often use a magnifying glass to identify which type they have, as the shape and thickness of the digits in the date can reveal its classification. Among all these varieties, the 1982 penny without mint mark has proven to be especially rare in certain metal combinations. During production in 1982, the Philadelphia Mint struck millions of coins, but the transitional period between bronze and zinc caused several unusual occurrences. Some coins were struck on leftover bronze planchets meant for the earlier composition, while others were struck with mixed metals. This unexpected variety made some 1982 pennies incredibly scarce, particularly the bronze small date version without mintmark, which later became a legendary discovery among coin enthusiasts. The rarity of the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1982, without mintmark, lies in the limited number of surviving bronze small date pieces. While most pennies from that year were made of zinc, only a handful of bronze examples slipped through production undetected. When these were found years later, they immediately drew attention from the numismatic world due to their unexpected composition and rarity, sparking excitement and high demand in the market. Collectors today treasure the Lincoln penny 1982 for its unique place in coinage history. It represents not only the end of the traditional bronze era but also the beginning of modern minting materials. The transition year gave rise to confusion, curiosity, and ultimately, one of the most fascinating numismatic stories ever told. Every 1982 penny is a small piece of that story, but only a few hold the key to extraordinary value. The estimated value of the rare 1-cent Lincoln penny 1982, without mintmark small date bronze variety, can reach up to $1.60 million. Such a staggering amount comes from its extreme rarity and historical significance, making it one of the most valuable Lincoln pennies ever known. When authenticated by professional grading services, these coins command record-breaking prices at auctions, drawing global attention from serious investors and passionate collectors alike. Next is the 1984 1-cent Lincoln penny without a mintmark from the USA. Holds a fascinating place in numismatic history. This coin, though appearing ordinary at first glance, hides a story that has captured the attention of collectors worldwide. Minted in Philadelphia, it features the familiar profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But beneath its copper-plated zinc surface lies one of the most famous and valuable errors ever discovered in American coinage. The 1984 penny marks a period of transition for U.S. coins. The U.S. Mint had recently shifted from solid bronze composition to copper-plated zinc in 1982, creating a new production challenge. The Philadelphia Mint, which struck coins without a mintmark, was known for high mintage numbers and occasional production mistakes. Among millions of coins released, a handful of 1984 pennies carried a rare and dramatic error, the double die obverse, which would later make this coin worth a fortune. Collectors instantly recognized something strange about this particular 1984 penny. When examined under magnification, the coin showed a clear doubling on Lincoln's ear. This variety became known as the 1984 doubled-ear penny. The error wasn't just a faint trace, it was distinct and bold enough to be visible even without advanced tools. This feature turned the 1984 Lincoln cent into one of the most recognizable and desired modern era coins. The doubling occurred during the die-making process, when the hub that impressed the coin's design onto the die struck it more than once but slightly off alignment. As a result, Lincoln's earlobe appears duplicated, giving the illusion of a second ear. Such an error was extremely rare by the 1980s, as minting technology had significantly improved compared to earlier decades. Yet, this one slipped through, creating a remarkable and unexpected treasure for collectors. While millions of 1984 pennies were minted, only a small number of these double die varieties are known to exist today. Their scarcity and visual distinctiveness have made them one of the most sought-after coins among Lincoln cent enthusiasts. Many of these coins circulated for years unnoticed, sitting in change jars, drawers, or even wallets before collectors identified their hidden value. Over time, the fame of the 1984 double-ear penny spread rapidly through the coin collecting community. Publications and online numismatic forums highlighted the error, driving interest and prices higher. What was once a common penny became an icon of minting rarity, symbolizing how even modern coins can hold mysteries of immense worth. The coin's allure lies not only in its error but also in its historical context. The Lincoln Cent series, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Lincoln's birth, has long been a favorite among collectors. Each change in design, metal composition, or minting process adds depth to its legacy. The 1984 era penny stands as a modern continuation of that tradition, a reminder that history can be rediscovered in the smallest details. In terms of value, the 1984 Lincoln penny without mintmark featuring the doubled ear error has reached astonishing prices in auctions. Depending on its condition and grade, pristine examples certified by professional grading services have been sold for as much as $1.34 million. Even coins in lower grades command significant sums, making this variety one of the most profitable finds in pocket change history. The rarity and fame of the 1984 penny have made it a dream for treasure hunters and casual collectors alike. Many still check their old coin collections or spare change hoping to spot the double deer. This pursuit has made the coin a legend, inspiring countless stories of unexpected discoveries that turned ordinary people into lucky finders of hidden fortune. Next is the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1991, with the D mint mark from Denver, holds a remarkable place in American coinage history. This small copper-plated zinc coin features the enduring portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, which has symbolized honor and legacy for over a century. The year 1991 marks an era when coin collecting grew rapidly, and even minor variations in minting began to attract numismatists' attention worldwide. The obverse of the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1991 displays Lincoln's profile with sharp detail, while the reverse shows the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. This design continued until 2008 and became one of the most recognized symbols in American currency. Despite its simplicity, collectors value these coins for their craftsmanship and historical continuity. Produced at the Denver Mint, the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1991 carries the small D mint mark just below the date on the obverse side. The Denver Mint was known for its efficiency and precision in coin production, yet even within such perfection, rare errors and unique die variations occurred. Some of these tiny minting mistakes, like double dies or off-center strikes, turned ordinary coins into treasures worth a fortune. During 1991, the U.S. Mint produced millions of pennies, yet not all survived in pristine condition. Circulation wear, oxidation, and environmental damage affected many, leaving only a few in uncirculated or proof-like state. It is these well-preserved examples that now capture the fascination of serious coin collectors and investors across the globe. The composition of the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1991 includes 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, following the 1982 change from solid copper. This alteration was made to cut production costs, as the value of copper had risen dramatically. Despite being mostly zinc, these pennies still retain a rich copper shine when newly minted, making them visually striking and desirable in top grades. Collectors seek specific features when identifying valuable 1991 D-mint mark pennies. Coins with strong strikes, mirror-like luster, and minimal blemishes are highly prized. Additionally, error coins such as double die obverse, broad strikes, or off-center misprints can exponentially increase the value. Some coins even show unusual die cracks or planchet flaws, which make them stand out as unique minting anomalies. The popularity of the Lincoln Penny series adds another layer to the 1991 edition's appeal. As part of one of the longest-running coin series in U.S. history, the Lincoln Penny connects modern America to its past. Collectors admire it not only for its rarity but also for its symbolic representation of perseverance and equality embodied by Abraham Lincoln himself. The value of the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1991, with D mint mark, can reach astonishing levels depending on condition and rarity. A flawless specimen with a mint error or proof-like finish has been valued at around $1.10 million, making it one of the most valuable modern Lincoln pennies ever discovered. Such valuations stem from its scarcity, historical relevance, and collector enthusiasm in the numismatic market. In auctions and private collections, the 1991 Lincoln penny continues to surprise experts. Every time a new variety or error coin is found, it adds excitement and mystery to the hobby. The thrill of discovering a potentially million-dollar penny keeps collectors searching through jars, rolls, and boxes, hoping for a hidden treasure from everyday change. Ultimately, the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1991, with D mint mark, represents more than monetary worth. It symbolizes America's deep connection with history, art, and tradition. From its modest zinc core to its copper finish, it tells a story of innovation, patriotism, and timeless value, proving that even the smallest coin can carry a legacy worth millions.